Holy cow! 3 more UFO member zines! Let's take a look! Hey everyone, it is FANzine Live. This is Tom, and I am thrilled to be able to share with you another round of new releases for the United Fanzine Organization. Last week we took a look at some UFO magazines, and I wasn't really sure. I didn't think there were any more to come in, but lo and behold, I've had 3 more books come in, and so I thought, let's do a quick new releases out of it, and then we will be able to be up to date, and I will be able to be up to date going into writing my column. So we're going to start with 2 books from Rob Cooley. This is Who is the Anomaly, Part 1 and 2, and this is Anywhere Man, Book 3. You're going to have to play along with Anywhere Man, but the Anomaly is a little bit easier to take. So we'll start with this one. Why not? First off, Rob did some wonderful work for me back in the Christmas edition of Heroes Now, issue number 3. He did The Light, and he did a wonderful Christmas issue there, and absolutely adore his work. A lot of fun. But anyway, he has a style, a very a kinetic style, but while his lines are really quite simple, he does some neat stuff with shading, always makes things look kind of shiny or metallic. And then he also has, there's something about the way in which he constructs his faces. Let me see if I can find some. Yeah, kind of like that. Almost has shades of like John Byrne in it. I always see John Byrne when I see Rob's work. So anyway, this anomaly thing is a kind of an interesting thing about how this guy came out of the sky, and I'd like to have you buy this because it's a good book. Color cover, this is a digest, as you can see, saddle stitched, stapled, and all that. Color cover, there are a couple spots in here, like right here. I don't know if you can see, but there's actually a tint of yellow through this. Makes me wonder if he did the whole thing on a color copier and just had some pages in black and white. Kind of nice, though. But anyway, so we get into the Who is the Anomaly. So we've got him getting ready to take on a baddie. And some nice action shots. I mean, these are great fight scene panels, full page panels, looking really sharp. That's definitely it's got a certain John Byrne look to it. I swear it does. But anyway, it looks really nice. And he's got this interesting thing about how this anomaly character apparently got involved, or well, I guess was involved in I guess you'd say, accidental death of a CEO type who's right here. And but he gets through his big fight first. So it's a great way to start this thing off, and then they start getting into the whys and wherefores of his motivations. So that's the first one. Second one is Anywhere Man. Anywhere Man, I can't tell. He obviously did this coloring in marker, but I don't have any indication that the marker bled through. So this must be a color copy. Really nice stuff. Almost a dark side type look right there. Very cool. But anyway, so this is the Anywhere Man, and this is his, I don't know what the name of the person is. We'll get to it. So anyway, this is yeah, Anywhere Man. And this is Rob's work in doing kind of some cosmic type stuff. And again, I just love what he does. And this is, what's her name? Some great, cool power shots. Very cool. Kind of a recreation of the cover of sorts. Fighting that big ugly. Star Acer, that's her name. All the debris in this really would do well to have a little bit of shading, because it's really intricate. I mean, he's done a wonderful job, but it almost gets lost, the amazing emotion and the like, almost gets lost in there. But I mean, this is some neat looking stuff. So basically, the gist of it, that, as I understand, is they're taking on this bad guy out in space, this bad monster, and they're fighting it, and they're attacking it from outside the monster, and they're smashing it up, and it keeps reforming, and the Star Acer tries her thing, and it's not working, so it says, attacking the surface isn't doing us any good. The more we destroy the outer shell, the faster it regenerates, hurling rocks as sharp knives toward the heroes. The creature strikes back. So instead of going outside, our Anywhere Man decides to go inside the thing and blows him up from the inside. Look at that. Cool explosion. That's the organic stuff there. The belly of the beast, as he calls it. Looks very 1970s burn type stuff. I've seen that a lot. So he's got that. Then you've got this really incredible explosion. I mean, you don't need anything more than that. Just a few key lines making the circle of the explosion, of the core of the explosion, and then having the Star Acer getting blasted away. I love it. And then you can see, looks like Anywhere Man took it kind of rough. And that's it. So, yeah, really nice. Rob, you've done good. All right, we'll take a look at the next one in just a moment. Next book is Tales of the Broken Bee, issue 6, from Larry Johnson and his LEJ Comics. Tales of the Broken Bee, I think we may have done number 5. I'd have to go back and look. We've done so many videos, I'm starting to lose track, but I do remember having looked at Tales of the Broken Bee somewhat recently. And so we're going to take a look at this one. Here's one of our heroes. Here's a gypsy type character. And Larry, I don't know if he has a thing for gypsies or a fascination with gypsies or perhaps some firsthand knowledge of the world of gypsies or whatever, but he has another character called Madame Bougala, who is kind of an older gypsy character and actually has her own series. So he's got some understanding of, or at least he's got some experience portraying gypsy characters in his comics. We don't see a lot of this here in the States, but it's an interesting cultural dynamic to throw into comics, especially a Western like this. Gypsies being vagabonds, gypsies having a slight element of mysticism to what they do, and then just kind of the exotic of that Southern European style. So very interesting. The other thing I want to point out is Larry has very flat colors. You can see there's some shading here on the dress, some shading on the pants, but by and large, his colors are extremely flat. And that actually is good in my mind. He uses that to simplify the story, to grab the reader's attention and focus it on the key characters, the dark background, the bright dress, light shirt. I mean, works really well. So anyway, this is a kind of fun one. The gypsies roll into town. Oh, and again, this is a full-size comic, saddle stitched as well. Glossy cover and not entirely, I guess it's a matte paper on the inside, but gosh, there's some gloss when you start having like your full blacks and stuff like that. So anyway, yeah. So one of the characters is they're I think the folks, the gypsies are coming through and they're looking for, you know, a night to stay. They're trying to sell some horses. And part of the deal, I guess, is a night of entertainment for the troops, for the cowboys. And this guy just, he's not of a positive frame of mind about the gypsies. And so the older one does a palm reading and suggests that maybe he'll fall in love. And of course, you can see where it's going. So the evening is ended. And the next day, the Delilah character is up washing clothes up in the creek. That one guy we were kind of a little wary of before is off in the bushes. You can see Larry's, again, real smart use of color here. Bright bushes, and then the dark outfit. Unquestioned what is going on there. And the same goes for up there as well. Nice establishing shots. Larry is one to go back and forth. Like this one, we've got a nice establishing shot. And then he basically, because it's in the evening and it's in this close setting, he doesn't see the need to do a ton of background. He does a little bit of the almost like a Kirby Crackle type of darkness to show the radiant light coming from the torches. But that's basically it. But then you go to here with this outdoor nature scene in full daylight, and you've got a very consistently drawn, and that's another thing. I mean, you see the ridge, you see the bush. You see the ridge, you see the bush, and it goes on and on and on. It's really quite nice. He does a good job. He's not gratuitous with his nudity in that. But as you can see, the cowboy and this Delilah, the gypsy, you know, they hit it off. She gives him a scarf. They exchange a kiss. He says, "Oh my, man's got to be careful around you." So then coming out of course, nowhere or that bush is the bad guy. So Sam's back at the ranch, Sam the cowboy. And this guy comes back, but that Delilah character has not. And oh my, he's dead. Or she's dead. And she appears to have been strangled. So the gypsies hold a mystical service around the dead body. And they're trying to figure out who killed Delilah. Conjures up a spirit, goes around, and lo and behold, it's the guy who we've had our eye on all along. And now they're saying he's going to be in trouble for his crimes, and so they're going to take care of him. And the spirit can finally go off and leave the body. And then the gypsies go on their way. Pretty cool. Little letters column. The UFO checklist looks very nice. The back cover, basically the same thing as the front, just none of the trade dress. And a very nice, satisfying book. Larry tells a good story, everybody. No complaints whatsoever. He is as consistent as the day is long. Tales of the Broken Bee, number 6. Another good one from Larry Johnson. I'm going to throw in one last little piece about the United Fanzine Organization, and that is some of the friendship and the camaraderie that comes out of it. And this piece right here, I got today from Steve Keeter, the president of the UFO. And Steve has been very busy. He's actually did a trip over to the Philippines, if I remember. But he had time to put together a Christmas card. And yes, we in the UFO do Christmas cards for each other if the mood strikes, and we offer encouragement and friendship and the like. So not only do we trade all these zines with each other, the zines you've seen today are ones that were sent to me for free on the presumption that I send mine to them for free. That's what a co-op is. But also, for some of us, we like to throw in things like Christmas cards or other types of stuff. And so in this one, it says, open shirt, insert pillow, haha, as I, the mighty beacon. And this is one of Steve's classic characters, probably a 40 or 50-year-old character now. Have been a hero to the world, so shall I be the ultimate Christmas hero. Disguised as Kris Kringle, I shall bring joy to children everywhere. Ho, 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 what would you like for Christmas, little boy? Yeah! And he's yanking on the beard. Why, you're not Santa. You look like the freaking beacon. That's him, Dad. Get him. Hey, buddy, we need to talk. He's running out of the shopping mall. Merry Christmas, everyone. And then Steve offers a nice little Christmas greeting at the end for me. Very cool. Steve's a great guy. The UFO is filled with great people. If you're interested in being a part of this, let me know. I'll get you in touch with Steve. It's a fun group. We really enjoy the work of making zines, of making comics. And there's a lot of experience to draw upon and encouragement to get from everybody in the group. It's a good group of folks, the United Fanzine Organization. So with that, I'm going to call it, and I guess I just will close it out with saying I will catch you next time. And we might even start looking at the CXC books.